back at it. Looks like Daryl's got the planter. He's got the bugs kicked out of it. Sometimes you just need to shut everything off and go to bed, I guess. So everything's going on it. Seems to be working good. Peter's been going good. I've loaded him up once already this morning, and I'm heading out back to him. Load him up for the second time. He's just about done. He should finish at quarter before lunch. And fuel him up, load him full of fertilizer, get him going. So they are talking that there's a chance of a small shower today. As you can see, the clouds are a little gloomy. But this is the light. We're in light land for corn, and we can get rain, and it doesn't really. We need a lot of rain for it to stop us from going. How many acres?
100 something.
120-ish? 10? I'll go check the hopper, and then if you watch this. Alright, I had picked up enough fertilizer so you can do 240 acres, and this will put them at 236, so there shouldn't be a whole lot left in here. Not very much left. Okay, I'm gonna run with Peter here for about half an hour or so, and then we're gonna top it up again in hopes that we have enough to finish this field, and then I'll go get fertilizer. Field looks beautiful. I love this strip tiller. It does an awesome job.
Back at it here again this morning, trying to get my hopes up a little bit. I don't know, basically I rebooted the computer, and now we're just gonna sit and watch and see. Just gonna make sure all my discs are seating. They appear to be. Okay, so we are going so far. Let me get so I've got my section control turned off. The reason I'm doing that is because I had done some stuff here and it was painting even though it wasn't seating properly, and this strip is going to be ugly all year, and I'm not going to like looking at it. That being said, I am flatlining. This is something I never saw at all yesterday. Now the key is I'm only going 2 miles an hour yet, so I want to see if this is going to stay once I get going, how this keeps going, and I might even do a full pass just to make sure that it's going to work properly. So, okay, I lied. I could not be patient. I'm now running 4.7 mile an hour, and I am still pretty much flatlined, so that is perfect. Very happy with that. Yeah, so this is going good. I've got, see the trees coming up, that's the end of the road, and then I will have one pass done here. And we'll see how this all plays out. What I'm actually going to do now too is we're going to press that little button, turning the section control on. Then what should happen is when I get to the end, everything should turn itself off automatically. watched us doing planting corn in the past or whatever, what we're running is a 24 row. So there's 24 row sections out there. They're 30 inches apart. So the full unit is 60 feet from that corner to that corner. So we're gonna do on this 80-acre field, I look at about 11 up and downs and I'm done in the field. So I'm on round number 2. And we'll see how this continues to go, but yeah. Okay, so everything was working really good at 4 down to 1 hour, which is better than 2, but not the 6 that I'm used to. So I popped up to 6 and then right away I was having issues, and that's what I was worried about. I don't have enough airflow back here. So, gotta make sure what's happened now. Yesterday and all my playing around, my hoses have now all got filled up. These hoses, because I don't have enough air pressure there. So, we're gonna turn that back up. There's a number we have that preset at, and yesterday I was messing around with that. Okay, so here I go. There, I want to go into here. This number here needs to be 25. So we'll leave that at 25. That should. I just gotta go back and empty out my hoses. Okay, so I got my number 3. Water flowing again. So that's good. It's such a simple concept, these things, but you don't get it quite dialed right, you get trouble. So I'm going to quickly just check, make sure my roads are all full. What I'm checking for is to make sure I got seeds in here in all of them. The one that I'm going to double check also, number 3 and number 19 were my problematic ones. 19 is this one. Yeah, that one's plugged too, I think. Out here right away, but I'm going to guess empty. Let's shake it. I'll do the same to this one, I guess. That one did not take nearly as much work. Just freed up. Hopefully we are good to go. As you can see, those hoses bouncing and stuff makes a difference too. So sometimes slower speed isn't always the best thing. But you don't want these roll units bouncing very much, because that affects your seat depth. Okay, other than that, everything else looks good. So we'll try again.
Okay, we did about 15-16 acres, enough to hopefully empty the semi.
ones that empty quick. And we're still pretty well full, so that's like the equivalent of 7.5 acres in there, I'm guessing. I guess in my golly. Watch down there, Quinn. Got it? Okay, let's try that. The first time doing this, I had no idea how much is going to get in here, but I think I've actually got it remarkably close on both sides, so that's kind of fun. So that's that. Now we go back landing. Okay, so I never had this before either. Let's see if we can get this, but these are my cameras in my tanks, and let's just do this. Got it full enough in there we can actually see the kernels, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, I think hopefully it's go time. One of the features I'm going to get using here yet, I just got to take the time to set it up, is my end and go buttons here. And what those are is at the end of the row, instead of pressing like auto steer and slow down and lifting up and down, I press one button and it does everything in a timed order and makes my life even easier. I do believe this tractor, I'd have to verify with the guys at LMS, but I do believe this tractor is equipped with an end of row feature. If I wanted to do an unlock where I could probably not do anything, it would probably do all of that without me pressing buttons, and it would even turn for me at the corner. But anyway, regardless, I don't have that set up. We don't have that unlock. I will get it set up so we have that end go thing working, but just not there yet. So we'll get.
Okay, we got moved over to our next field here, and it's rained enough that the rollers on the Velmar, on the strip tiller, they start caking up. The moisture makes the urea and the potash or the phos stick to the roller, and then it doesn't see the proper amount, and it just makes a mess of everything. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anything else done today in the field, so we're going to get everything set up here and move and head back to the truck.
Okay, we are on our last pass here on the first field. So day 2 has been much more successful than day 1 was, and I've got my speed up to 5.3 now, well, whatever, just over 5, which I will get that going more yet, but I love how my seed pop is coming in at. Very, very happy with that. So yeah, it's been a good morning here. It's just about lunchtime, not quite, but
all right, looks like it's cleared up a bit. Well, while we're waiting for things to dry up a little bit, I quickly whipped away to Little Morden, and I picked ourselves up some overview cameras. Peter's got 3 cameras on the Orthman, and they're pointing towards the back to me, so that we can see from the cab whether there's a plugged run. And these were old cameras, and we thought we'd throw them up just to see how he likes them. One of the cameras, it doesn't show, it's not very clear. So we're gonna throw in, I'm gonna throw one of these on right now while I'm waiting for him to get here, and we're gonna see whether we like it better or what's it like. So there's the cameras. We got one here, one in the middle, and one at the far side. So what happens is if the boots down here plug up, if it plugs between here and the bottom, it starts pouring out here and you don't get your fertilizer down in the spot you want. And you can't see that from the cab. So then we have the cameras there, and then you'll see the fertilizer coming out of these spots there. So we'll switch this camera out. I'll leave that one on there because, well, Peter got it mounted nice. So I'll just put the magnet on and see what whether it's a lot clearer or not. There, let's go take a look. All right, so that's the middle camera. Oh dear. That's the far right camera. Nope. Oh, hey, that's the other one. That's a lot clearer, but I gotta really change it around because my angle is way off. Okay, I got that figured out. Not sure what you can all see there, but that's the new camera. And those are the older ones. Those 2 cameras weren't horrible, but on this screen, that other camera is substantially clearer. So yeah, we'll give it a try. All right, I think this is the first, this is the first field we've done this year where we had corn trash. The first field we did, we had chopped the corn for silage. Second field was soybeans, and this field we actually combined. And we'll grow corn on corn on corn. We haven't had an issue with that. And so what happens is we leave the trash in the middle, and we actually have a lot less weed pressure. I think last year we sprayed the fields twice, but I believe the second time was because we were more worried about the possibility that we'd regret that. There was a few weeds that we were spraying, but yeah. He's still going through water here, so this field isn't completely dry. It's gonna need a little bit of sunshine before Daryl can plant it. So yeah, you can see here, this is what before and after. This field's about 40 acres, so hopefully we can finish it tonight. Peter bought some cows, so he's wanting to go pay the guy for them. And so I'm gonna run the strip tiller here for a little bit and see how that goes. The sun is kind of out. It's amazing, I don't know. Gets a little depressing when it's always cloudy all the time. right, we're gonna try this out. See how we do. Doing the fields all around, and they were wet, but not this wet. We got water here, so that's wet. We don't need more rain. Not yet, not for a while. I've got here to our pasture right there, which is a couple up and downs, and then the headlands, and then we're done this 40-acre field. This one, on the other hand, will not be ready for the planter tomorrow. We will be having to give it a little bit of time to dry up. We got another field. We were hoping that this one was dry. I guess we just assumed because it was a mile away from the last field we did. But we got another field that we're pretty sure is good to go. So, yep. That's a wrap. Another day, another field. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for taking the time to watch. Have yourself a good one.